Hello and welcome everyone to the final of this themed edition, which is India Quiz edition, where it's a general knowledge edition, but every question is from India, our country. We started with 16 people, we got down to 8, and now we are down to 4 contestants. One of them will be a winner, and oh, surprise, we'll have a new winner. No matter who wins, it'll be a new winner of Quizzing with the Comedians. We've had Rohan Joshi, Ashish Shakya, and Anirban Das Gupta, are 3 winners earlier, and we'll have a new winner by the time this finale ends. Okay, mandatory thanks before we start the finale to a few people. Big massive thanks to people who are working behind the scene, mostly from OML and Insider: Manav, Akshay, Jayant, Mehtab, Manu, Priyanka. I'm sure I always forget someone, but if in case I forgot, I know all of you are working behind the scene. Massive support to you guys. Massive support from you guys. I just all I do is I decide who the participants would be in the edition and what the schedule would be, and then I just get into question making mode and leave everything to this talented bunch of people. Secondly, of course, I've already thanked all the participants and. All of the viewers who are watching it, thank you again for your support. People who are watching from all over the world. This is overwhelming. Overwhelming is a word I've used a million times already in this edition. Lastly, I want to take 2 minutes and talk about the concept of quizzing. One of the ideas that I personally, one of the agendas that I have in terms of Quizzing with the Comedians is to spread quizzing to everyone, because I firmly believe quizzing is something that is meant for everyone. Uh, I mean, for fortunately or unfortunately, there is some sort of an elitism slash snobbish attitude attached to quizzers in colleges and schools and otherwise, because people generally assume that quizzing is for people who know just random trivia, etc. But I want to break that myth. And one of the things that this entire tournament, every single tournament, is one of the one of my mission has been that every question has to be workable, and then any layman, and when I say layman, someone who doesn't quiz regularly or is not known for having general knowledge or trivia knowledge otherwise, can also crack everything. And a great example is how the 4 finalists we have today, none of them is a professional quizzer as such, but all of them are generally aware people. And if you saw how they performed in semis and quarters, you know how questions can easily be cracked by your own experience and by your own knowledge. For example, a beautiful example that Devaya told me about how he cracked Horlicks in semi-final was because he was working at an agency where they were preparing a pitch for GlaxoSmithKline, and there in the pitch preparation they were talking about how Horlicks is their biggest brand in India, and he saw in the question that most of the revenue of GlaxoSmithKline comes from X, and that's where Horlicks came into his mind. Similarly, Biswa got Sarojini Naidu, and Vishal got the next Dalai Lama, and Shivankit got Jantar Mantar. These are all things that you might not necessarily have read or are interested in, but it's easy to crack once you look at all the options and all the clues in the question. So my request to anyone who is watching it is to be the ambassador or the evangelist of quizzing, and let more people know that this is for everyone and not just for an elite group of people who just discuss hitchhikers trivia and whatever else. Okay, on that note, I'm going to call the 4 finalists. They've been here after uh, qualifying from the quarterfinals and semifinals that you guys saw earlier. The first contestant is a second time finalist. Give it up for Biswa Kalyanrat.
Yep.
Oh, crazy. Crazy. How you feeling, buddy? How was your
I'm fe-
tournament so far?
I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling graduated and I'm feeling knowledgeable. I will just a warning to my fellow contestants, guys. I'm going to lose so hard. You can't even try. That's all I want to say. It's my psychological tricks. I'm putting pressure on all of you. Okay.
Okay. All the best, buddy. All the best. All the best. Uh, Next contestant is again a first time finalist. He's been in a great form this entire tournament. And he told me yesterday, is this the moment that I'll get to the final of a quizzing tournament? His dream come true. Give it up for Devaya Bopanna.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Hi, Dev. How does it
I,
feel?
it feels good. I mean, I just can. I'm here. I don't care about the final so much. I can just whoop Vishal's ass, and it will be recorded for posterity, and people are paying to watch it. How can't get better than this?
Oh man, yeah. One of the biggest stories of this tournament has been the trash talk rivalry between these two writer friends, who have both finally made it to the final, so they can actually go head to head here. But before I call Vishal Dayama, I'm going to call someone again. Wonderful journey, reminiscent of Ivanovic from that famous Wimbledon, and very in recent memory, very similar to Nihal Parash's journey from the third edition. He was knocked out in the quarterfinal, but as fate would have it, he is here in the final. गिव इट अप फॉर शिवांकित परिहार. कैसा लग रहा है शिवांकित? कैसा रहा जर्नी?
जर्नी किसका? जर्नी मतलब सुबह से टी शर्ट बदलने का टाइम ही नहीं मिला. वापस नया कुछ.
Same. No t-shirt change.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us. Okay, on talking about kapde nahi hai, give it up for someone who has very few clothes because he keeps wearing Manchester United jersey, a jersey that I despise. Give it up for Vishal Dayama.
Namaste. I just want to score more points than Devaya. That's it. That's the motto of my. I was shocked to enter the finals myself. Then I saw Devaya also qualified. That was a bigger shock.
I have a feeling like, see, Biswa or Shivankit will be 1 or 2. This is a fight for third place.
Yeah.
Guys, that is the lowest energy trash talk I've ever seen.
Fighting for bronze.
ऐसा लग रहा है 80 साल के बुढ़ तू खराब है.
Wow, crazy. Okay, so let's begin. This is going to be a long quiz, of course, because this is the final. Let's begin. All the best to Biswa, Dev, Shivankit, Vishal. Let's do this. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Question number 1 will be to Biswa. Formerly known as Wheeler Island, it is an island off the coast of Odisha, located in the Bay of Bengal, approximately 10 kilometers off the eastern coast of India. The integrated test range is located on the island and is the missile test facility for most missiles of India. In whose honor was the island renamed in 2015, who referred to it as his theater of action?
Is it APJ Abdul Kalam?
It is APJ Abdul Kalam. Great start to the quiz. 10 points to Biswa. It was renamed after APJ Abdul Kalam, the missile man of. Okay, I know how important every single question in the final is. I'm now going to Devaya. Devaya, this is your direct. The Paramveer Chakra has been awarded since 1950. Out of the 21 times the award was given, 20 have been from Indian Army and 1 from Indian Air Force. Okay. While 19 of them had something to do with a border sharing country, China, Pakistan, etc. 2 have been for activities in nations that do not share a border with India. The one in 1961 was given to Captain Gurbachan Singh Salaria, who was part of a peacekeeping force in an African country which is named after a river. The 1987 one was given to Major Ramaswamy Parameswaran, who finally had to face disastrous consequences while returning from that country on 25th November 1987. What I want you to tell me is which are the 2 nations that we are talking about?
In the 1961 is Congo.
Okay.
Okay. The 1987 one was given to Major while finally returning from that. This must be Sri Lanka.
Beautiful answer. Congo and Sri Lanka. Well done. Congo and Sri Lanka. 10 points to Dev. Full 10 points.
Congo to you.
Thank you.
Congo is part of the UN peacekeeping force, and Sri Lanka, of course, disastrous IPKF adventure that we had there. Devaya Bopanna gets 10 points. Which means next direct is to Shivankit. Shivankit, fairly direct question. I've shown you a temple in Odisha. Okay. All you need to tell me is who the temple is dedicated to. This temple in Odisha is dedicated to whom? And I've given you 2 visuals, one of the temple and one is a zoomed in picture of the person who this temple is dedicated.
Is it Birju Maharaj?
Not Birju Maharaj. Good guess. Going to Vishal now.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Biswa.
It's coming and going. I will tell you the funda if that fetches any points.
Okay.
He is the biggest name in Odissi dance for the longest time in Odisha. His name starts with B, I think. and mm, I know his name. I've seen many times on TV also. Just one second. The something 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 by Jadaritya. When it comes, I'll be like so angry. I can't remember the name.
Okay, are you passing?
Yeah, pass.
Okay, passing to Dev.
Bipin something or what?
No. Okay, I'll give a hint to start with Shivankit. My hint is what Viswa already said, but I'll try and add something. We are talking about someone who is the biggest name in India and in the world in ODC dance. He's supposed to be the one who basically reinvigorated ODC as a dance form in 20th century. Biggest, I think the first ever Padma Vibhushan from Odisha was given to him. Okay, so a legend in the world of Odissi dance, and that's why you have a temple dedicated to him and all that. He's that important in Indian culture and Odisha culture particularly. With that, we'll take one round. If no one gets, we'll get to the audience. Shivankit.
अच्छा, बिरजू महाराज तो कथक करते थे. कथक, सॉरी, मैं तो चला गया. ओडिसी, ओडिसी. No, pass.
Passing to Daima.
I'll take a name guess. Biju.
No. Biswa.
Kalucharan Mahapatra.
That is correct. 5 points to Biswa. It is Kelucharan Mahapatra. 5 points to Biswa. Kelucharan Mahapatra, the biggest name in the world of Odissi dance and the Indian culture as such.
मैं बी बोला, सब बी में घुस गए. मेरे को याद नहीं आ. Bipin.
That's a good strategy actually.
No, I wasn't lying. I genuinely thought it's some B stuff. Then when he said Padma Vibhushan, it came to me.
Okay, Biswa gets 5 points for Kelucharan Mahapatra. I go to Dev now. Dev, I'm talking about a certain state, okay? Jani Shikhar is a tribal festival celebrated once in 12 years in an Indian state by tribal women to celebrate their victory over the Mughals at Rohtasgarh in the 16th century. Clad in manly attires like trousers, jeans, and shirts, thousands of tribal women, armed with traditional weapons, take to the streets on a hunting spree in different tribal-dominated districts of the state to celebrate the festival. What I want from you is just name the state that we are talking about.
Rajasthan.
Not Rajasthan. Shivankit.
16th century. वो is it Haryana?
Not Haryana. Vishal.
Pass.
Pass.
1 second.
Sorry. Take your time.
Is it Jharkhand?
Yeah, beautiful answer. It is Jharkhand. 10 points to Vishal. It is Jharkhand. Jharkhand, as you can see on the image, it's a photo from celebration of the festival. Jharkhand is correct. Good answer. Vishal gets his first 10 points on the quiz. While I go to Biswa. The ancient Indian kingdom of Avanti was split by the Vindhyas into two parts. While the northern part was ruled from the ancient city of Ujjaini, the southern part was ruled from another seat of power, most likely situated on the banks of Narmada in Madhya Pradesh. A few years ago, a certain K.V. Vijendra Prasad and his son based an epic saga about a benevolent and mighty ruler on the alleged southern capital of Avanti. Just tell me, what was the name of this legendary southern capital of Avanti?
Mahishmati.
Beautiful crack. It is Mahishmati. We are of course talking about Bahubali as the saga. K.V. Vijay Prasad. Vijendra Prasad, his son is of course S.S. Rajamouli, and they created Bahubali. Mahishmati is the legendary capital that we are talking about. 10 points to Biswa. Okay, Mahishmati was answered by Biswa, which means this is a direct for Devaya. They've shown in the picture the coin that was first introduced by Sher Shah Suri during his rule between 1540 and 1545. Later on, the Mughal emperors standardized the coin in order to consolidate the monetary system across India. As a result, a rupee was divided into 40 of these coins. What English phrase also part of an iconic movie quote. And this iconic movie quote is a Hollywood quote, not a Indian quote. Okay. English phrase, English common phrase that's also a part of an iconic Hollywood quote is believed to have originated from the name of this coin owing to its small worth. Okay, it's 1 rupee by 40, which means it's really small. Let's understand the question first. Okay, obviously most of the English phrases have many different origin stories, right? This is one of the origin stories for that English phrase. Okay, that English phrase apparently came from India, where a particular coin was so less in value that it gave to a certain, the word for that led to a certain phrase, which is a common phrase used in English and also a part of a famous iconic movie quote.
It's an English movie quote, Hollywood quote.
It's a Hollywood movie quote. I want you to tell me the funda, tell me the story, as in just tell me the word and the movie quote basically, or just the English phrase. I'm just looking at the English phrase actually.
देवया को कोई डिवाइड करके बताओ कितना.
क्या low energy trash talk, I love it.
I know, Rupaya.
No, Shivankit.
Is it penny?
No, not the origin for penny. Vishal.
Nickel.
Not nickel. Biswa.
Is it copper?
No. Okay, we'll take one more round starting with Dev and I'll make it a 5-point question. I'll give you hint for both parts. Okay. Let's look at the Hindi, like the Indian word first. The Indian word in today's colloquial Hindi roughly translates to cost or worth. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? The Hindi word in today's colloquial Hindi roughly translates to worth or cost. The movie quote is probably the most iconic Hollywood quote of all time. Okay. So combine these two hints and tell me what English phrase I might be talking about. Okay.
Damn.
What's
No,
the English phrase?
Pass. English phrase, is it damn?
I'm looking at a phrase, an English phrase.
Shit, it's the last scene of the movie. Shit.
Or you can even, I'm not looking at the movie quote at all. Just tell me the phrase, or just give your final answer. Okay, let's make it.
Okay. There's the word damn in there. It's the last. Is it when this guy goes away? It's the last scene where it's the most romantic line, I think, is what it's called.
Or just forget the movie quote. Just tell me an English sentence that you can think of in the funda that you're thinking.
Oh, what is that fucking? I'm just blanking out. It's pass. Okay. Pass.
Okay, Shivankit.
Pass. No idea.
Vishal.
The answer is not worth a damn.
Can you give me a better answer?
She's not worth a damn.
Basically, worth a damn. No, Biswa.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Is that the
Yeah,
phrase?
so that's the phrase is I don't give a damn.
Hey, damn it!
I was just looking at I don't give a damn, not even frankly, my dear. Because frankly, my dear was just a clue in the sense that I don't give a damn. This is the interesting. This is one of the things I learned. One of the origin stories for damn is that British soldiers in India encountered this small coin that barely had any value, and they started saying to refer to anything with very low value, saying I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn, and I don't give a damn eventually became I don't give a damn, and then it became popular in the West, and obviously this movie popularized a lot. But I will give part points to Dev. In all sincerity, damn came from him, and some points to Biswa also for I don't give a damn, or frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So it was anyway a 5-point question. So I'm giving 2 to Dev and 3 to Biswa. Dev, this is your direct. Lalita Ke Aansu, which literally means the tears of Lalita, is a book of poems written by M.L. Verma. The book depicts a fictional narrative by Lalita, the wife of a famous Indian personality, describing her suspicions regarding her husband's death. Till this day, many people believe that the husband was poisoned, possibly due to his actions, and this book promoted this theory. Just tell me, which famous personality are we talking about? So Lalita is the wife of a famous Indian personality. The book is called Tears of Lalita, and the book talks about her suspicions that her husband's death was maybe because he was poisoned. And yeah, who's the husband?
Subhash Chandra Bose.
Not Bose. Shivankit.
Poisoned. Lal Bahadur Shastri.
Yeah, perfect answer. 10 points. Shivankit. Lalita Shastri is the wife or the widow of Lal Bahadur Shastri. It's from her perspective about where she talks about how her husband's death is controversial and it was actually poisoned. Lal Bahadur Shastri is correct. First 10 points for Shivankit. He's also on scoreboard now. That is correct. Okay. Since Shivankit got Lal Bahadur Shastri, moving to Vishal. Vishal, this is your direct. I'm talking about a certain someone. The family's last name used to be Hardikar. They changed it to Dash in order to identify their family with his native Goa.
Mangeshkar.
Yeah, that is correct. It is Mangeshkar. And of course, we are talking about Lata Mangeshkar. Their surname was Hardikar. So their native in Goa, which is Mangeshi temple and all that. 10 points to Vishal. Easy crack there for Vishal. And Lata was named after, she was named Hema at birth, but later renamed Lata after a female character in one of her father's play, Bhav Bandhan. Okay, the answer is Lata Mangeshkar. Okay, Vishal gets another 10 points. While I move to Biswa, Biswa is your direct. X is a composite androgynous form of Shiva and Parvati. In Hindu works, X is usually depicted as a half male and half female. According to some interpretations, X represents the synthesis of masculine and feminine energies of the universe, Purush and Prakriti, and illustrates how Shakti, the female principle of God, is inseparable from Shiva. The name X, or the answer X, literally means the Lord whose half is a woman. It is one of the first examples of transvestites in Hindu mythology and shows the privilege with which they were held earlier, unlike today. Give me X.
Ardha Shakti?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Ardha Shakti?
Not Ardha Shakti. Dev?
Pass.
Shivankit?
I'm just guessing
Mhm.
because I'm not sure if we call it God's name. And is it Ardhangini?
Not Ardhangini. Vishal?
Ardhangini.
I'm just making up a name. Ardhanarishwar.
Beautiful answer. I love such answers which you can derive from the question. The Lord whose half is a woman. Ardhanarishwar is correct. 10 points to Vishal. Great crack. Which means the next direct will be to Biswa. Biswa, the logo, I'm talking about a certain logo, was designed by Anirudh Mehta and it contains 8 symbols. The original inspiration for the logo was taken from the endless knot of the Ashtamangas of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. When one looks at it, it looks asymmetrical and consists of double infinity loops and anagrams of 2 letters. Okay. Tell me the logo that we are talking about. An extra hint for all of you is that think the world of entertainment.
Shemaru?
Not Shemaru, going to Dev.
Is it something to do with Bahubali only?
No, not Bahubali. Shivankit.
Yeah, pass.
Passing to Vishal.
Is it Eros?
Okay, cool. Not Eros. With a hint, 5 points now. So the 2 letters that we are talking about are S and G. Okay. The 2 letters are S and G. Now go through the question again and tell me what logo could this be.
Saregama Entertainment?
No, going to Dev.
Is it Sony?
Shivankit.
No idea.
Vishal?
Would I'll take a guess
Hmm.
just because you said entertainment and SNG. Is it Sacred Game?
It is Sacred Games.
Ah,
Actually. It is Sacred Games. 5 points to Vishal. It is Sacred Games. Okay. The logo of Sacred Games is what we were talking about. Okay. Okay. Vishal,
SNG के अच्छा हाँ.
S or G बीच में है. Vishal Dama gets another 5 points. Okay, which means this next direct will be to Biswa. Another question from the world of entertainment. Barsat is a 1949 Bollywood film directed by Raj Kapoor and featured the duo of Kapoor and Nargis. The movie was very successful in box office at that time, because of which Kapoor was able to buy RK Studios in 1950. What other significance did this movie carry for Raj Kapoor?
Yo, my knowledge is so limited in this. I have only one guess. It's the first of Raj Kapoor films to release in Russia.
Passing to Dev.
is this the movie that where Rishi Kapoor debuted in? Like he launched his son
No, Shivanki.
as a child actor.
Okay, pass.
Vishal.
Was it the last time they worked together?
No, we'll take one more round starting with Biswa. The biggest hint is the visual on the slide. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You don't need to know like about his movies as such, or like Viswa said about knowledge about Raj Kapoor films. Uh, just the visual on your screen is your biggest clue, and that is the significance of this movie. Apart from many other things, what do you think is the significance of the visual that you see? Starting with Biswa whenever he's ready for 5 points.
This is the first film he produced.
No, Dev.
Is this the logo of RK Films?
Yes, it is the logo of RK Films. It comes from Barsat's poster. 5 points to Dev. Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say in the Sacred Games question from I was about to say from one logo question to another. Almost about to say, and then I realized logo is the answer in that question, not the question. Oh man. Okay, 5 points to Dev. Finally, someone apart from Daima gets a point after a long time. Which means the first half of the quiz is over. Let's take a quick look at score and check if there are any issues as such. Biswa on the back of 10 points each for APJ Abdul Kalam and Mahishmati, 5 for Kelucharan Mahapatra, and 3 for Dam and Don't Give a Damn, uh, is on 28 right now. Okay. 28. Dev got 10 for Congo and Sri Lanka, got 2 for Don't Give a Damn, and got 5 just now for logo of RK Films. Dev is on 17. Okay, 28 and 17. Shivankit got straight 10 points for Lal Bahadur Shastri. So Shivankit is on 10 right now. And leading the quiz right now is Vishal with back-to-back 10 points for Lata Mangeshkar, Ardhanarishwara, and 5 for Raghuram Rajan, and 10 for Jharkhand. Okay. So,
No, 5 for Sacred Games.
sorry, 5 for Sacred Games and 10 for Jharkhand. So 35 for Vishal. So right now Vishal is leading with 35. Right behind him is Biswa with 28. Right behind him is Dev with 17 and Shivankit with 10. But if you see, the difference is just 2 questions from top to bottom. Okay, let's do this. Let's start reverse infinite bounds. The order now will be Vishal, Shivankit, Dev, Biswa. Okay, Vishal, Shivankit, Dev, Biswa. This is the Vishal's direct. Vishal, Fun School Limited, Fun School India Limited is an Indian toy manufacturing company founded in 1987 with headquarters in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Apart from its own brands, the company also manufactures and distributes products in the Indian market for Hasbro, Disney, Warner Brothers, Takara Tommy, and Ravensburger. Fun School is the first Indian toy manufacturer to get certified by the Bureau of Indian Standards for safety of electric toys. What I want from you is, which Indian company partnered with American toy manufacturer Hasbro Inc. to start this company? Essentially, this is a collaboration between an Indian company and American toy company, and it not just makes its own toys, but also manufactures toys and distributes it for Hasbro, Disney, Warner Brothers, etc. in India. and first Indian toy manufacturer to get certified for safety for electric toys. Which Indian company is this? Headquartered in Chennai, founded in 1987.
I'll take a guess. Mahindra.
Not Mahindra. Shivankit?
If thinking about collaborations, I think Tata is the most active collaborator. So I'll guess Tata.
Tata Group
Yeah.
passes to Devaya.
I think I have two guesses. I hope it's one of these. Is it TVS?
Not TVS. Biswa?
TVS.
Not TVS. TVS.
Oh, I thought कब हुआ ये?
Is it MRF?
Beautiful answer.
That was
Chennai,
my other guess.
Madras Rubber.
Oh,
MRF. 10 points to Biswa. One of the-
oh man.
So I was thinking like it'll be between MRF and TVS.
Of course.
And I went for TVS.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Oh
like,
man, thank you so much.
In my mind, I kept saying like, if I have to give hint, I'll take your answer routes about like Chennai-based companies, and you know, an auto brand because electric toys, tire.
yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I thought like they make toy cars, so I was like somehow I thought like okay, like a bike, toy bike, aisa.
Yeah.
Ulta I went. Shit.
Both Mahindra and Tata were Bombay-based. So the moment you reach Chennai, I was like, now you are going on the right direction. And
Oh.
Biswa got it right. Wow, great. 10 points to Biswa. MRS is correct. Which means
Oh, strong answer, great.
If I got that answer, I would have been just 1 point behind this one.
Yeah.
Damn.
No problem. Long way to
I
go.
don't give a damn, brother.
Another 2
Frankly, yeah.
points I lost.
Okay, long way to go. Long way to go. Next, direct to Vishal. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order.
Vivekanand.
Ekamund.
Can you add more to your answer?
This is Vivekanand at the famous UN Assembly, 1896.
I'll
These
give
are
you-
the opening lines of Vivekanand's speech, no? He
Yeah,
was
I can better the answer.
Can you better the answer is what I'm saying. Vivekanand, that is correct. Just add anything that you want to that answer. Anything that you can add to Vivekanand.
he was representing India. This was a speech in USA at the UN Assembly.
अरे UN तो बनाई उनके मरने कितने साल बाद था.
हाँ,
Fine, I'll give it to you. It was I was looking for either Chicago or
World's Parliament. Okay,
all world's
I
parliament.
got the year right.
No, you said 1896. मैं वहीं पे रुक जाता. It was said 1896.
अच्छा.
Anyway, 10 points to Vishal for Vivekanand. This is the famous speech that Vivekanand gave when he was representing Hinduism at World's Parliament of Religion. Correct answer by Vishal. 10 points there for Swami Vivekanand. Now I go to Shivankit. This is Shivankit's direct. Shivankit, the Indian Air Force code, IAF code name for the Balakot strike was Operation Dash. While the logic behind the naming is a mystery, ANI in a report suggested that it was so because Dash are highly respected in Indic war culture. The name was also apt since the attack was essentially about sneaking into enemy territory to launch an attack on them. Similar to the story of a certain Dash from Indian mythology. Tell me what is the IAF code name for the Balakot strike?
Similar to the story of some incident.
Dash? Yeah, all blanks are the same. Okay, so certain Dash
Okay.
operation name or all ये सब same ही.
Okay, pass.
Okay, passing to Dev.
Pass.
Biswa.
Is it Ashwatthama?
No. Vishal.
Is it Garud? Operation Garud?
Not Garu. Okay, starting with Shivankit, 5-point question now. So let's look at what we are saying here. We are saying that Balakot strike का जो code name था उसका नाम ऐसा क्यों रखा हमको नहीं पता. Probably because Dash are very respected in our war culture. Second, a very famous story from Indian mythology. is about someone sneaking into enemy territory and launching an attack on them. और वहां से ये नाम आया है, generic नाम, not a proper noun like Biswa said, Ashwathama, but a generic name like
monkey,
Shivankit. हाँ,
monkey.
या हिंदी में बोल दीजिए एक बार.
बंदर.
Operation Bandar is correct. 5 points to Shivankit.
Okay, वो मैं territory में घुसना, बंदर, लंका and all connected. So हाँ समझ गया.
So name was Operation Bandar, similar to obviously reference to Hanuman's entry to Sri Lanka, to Lanka actually. Okay. 5 points to Shivankit for Bandar. I go to Dev now. Dev, this is your direct. In the 1920s, Sri Siddhomal Jain established Siddhomal and Sons, a successful paper and newsprint trading business. In the 1960s, his son Devendra Jain decided to become an industrialist. He saw great promise in the business of extracting, liquefying, and selling industrial gases from natural air. Today, the X Group runs 6 different businesses and still generates much of its revenue from natural air. However, most of us associate the name with another business venture in the field of entertainment. Tell me X, which group? Essentially, we're talking about a company that started in 1920s by a certain guy, started with paper and newsprint trading. In 60s, they started their big business, which is something to do with natural air, where they extract, liquefy, sell industrial gases from natural air. Most of their revenue actually comes from natural air wala business. But all of us, mostly we have seen this company with their another business venture, which is in the field of entertainment. What is X? What group are we talking about?
I mean, no one answer, but like the only big chain that the Times Group.
Not the Times Group. Going to Biswa.
It's Inox.
It is Inox. That is correct. Inox is actually short for industrial oxygen. Okay. Inox. 10 points to Biswa. Inox, which we know as a multiplex chain, is the main business of Inox is actually natural air, etc., etc., etc. Great crack. Inox is correct. Biswa gets 10 points. Well, I move to Vishal. Vishal, this is your direct. A story from 19th century. Lavelle Road, which is named after Michael F. Lavelle, who was an Irish soldier, is an upmarket residential and commercial street in Bengaluru. The road starts from the Queen's Road end of M. Chinnaswamy Stadium and ends at the junction of Bangalore Club with Richmond Circle. Now, the story begins. In 1871, excited about a 67-year-old report by Lieutenant Warren, Lavelle made a 60-mile bullock cart trip to this place. Okay, from here, took a trip, around 60 miles trip to this place and identified several potential locations. In 1873, he wrote to the Maharaja's government seeking a license. Lavelle secured this 20-year lease on 2nd Feb 1875, and this started this new era in India. Later on, a company called John Taylor and Sons brought particular and niche category engineers. They brought in particular and niche category engineers to India from Norwich in England to catch on this opportunity discovered by Lavelle, and thus started the golden era of dash dash dash. Okay, what I want from you is this 3-word blank, filling the blank. What are we talking about? Start the story of what?
यार ये काफी सुना हुआ लग रहा है. Pass.
Passing to Shivankit.
Okay, pass.
Shivankit passes to Devaya.
So golden era of brewing beer. Is it a phrase like dash dash dash?
No. Cool. Not beer brewery funda. Going to Biswa.
Bangalore Gold Rush.
Can you prove your answer?
Found some kind of metal, so he started mining it. And the golden era of silver, it can't be, so it has to be gold only.
It's 3 words, is it?
Yeah.
Man, Bangalore Gold Company, that's all I can.
Okay, no. Okay. We'll take one more round. Make it a 5-point question. Again, Biswa said something which I was supposed to say as hint, that golden era is actually the big clue. We are talking about gold, but then again, Biswa couldn't improve on his answer. So a hint for all of you would be, think of famous Kannada movie of recent times. That's a hint.
Famous Kannada.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
we
that is your
just
keyword answer.
we just wrote probably the most famous Bangalore film, and if we can't crack it, it will be like a shame.
Can you be more humble?
No, they're like it'll be shameful.
ये मेरा है ना अभी एंड के बाद.
हाँ विशाल.
The golden era of gold-plated silver. Pass.
Shivankit.
KGF, Kolar Gold Factory.
Yes, perfect answer. It's exact answer I was looking for.
But like, this thought crossed my mind. But Kolar is like really far away from Bangalore, dude. Like, I can't believe that it started from there. It's like about 1 hour away from Bangalore, like actual KGF.
Yeah. So Kolar
So
Gold.
this wasn't found at Level Road.
No. This one. He took a 60-mile bullock cart trip.
Oh shit!
Arey yaar.
I'm like from Lavelle Road to Bangalore Club. I was like, okay, what is there in that area?
No, Lavelle made a 60-mile bullock cart trip to this place and identified several potential locations.
I thought he came to Level Road. That's
Exactly. I was like, between
I was
Lavelle
like, man.
क्या है?
I was like, इधर सोना मिलता था मेरे को पता ही नहीं था. मैं तो इधर खाली ऐसे.
यार मैं तो कंफ्यूज था कि सोने का गोल्डन एज क्या आएगा, वो तो खुद ही सोना है, तो मैं जा ही नहीं रहा था.
Starting to golden era of Kolar Goldfield, KGF is what I was looking for. So 5 to Shivankit. Yeah, since he got an exact answer, there's no point giving part points to Biswa for only gold. Okay. So 5 to Shivankit. So next direct will be to Devaya. Dev, from Karnataka, we move to Maharashtra. The Bibi Ka Maqbara is a mausoleum in Maharashtra built by a Mughal emperor in the memory of his first wife, with a striking resemblance to the famous Taj Mahal, as you can clearly see in this on your screen. Very direct, simple question. Which emperor built this?
Maybe the two of them. Like, it's... Is it Aurangzeb?
Yeah, it is Aurangzeb.
I thought there was a trick question, like would be...
No, there's no trick. The only trick is it's very uncharacteristic of his brand positioning otherwise.
Yeah.
Build a mausoleum for his wife is very like not Aurangzeb thing to do. But yeah, Aurangzeb is correct. 10 points to Dev.
I was like, Shah Jahan only.
Yeah, I was thinking
trial project.
Exactly, the first thing he would have built and then like improved upon his answer later.
Pilot. Okay. Devaya gets 10 points for Aurangzeb. We move to Biswa now. Biswa is your direct. Talking about a certain historical figure, she was a revolutionary of the Indian independence movement. She was an officer of the Indian National Army. We all know Indian National Army is INA, Subhash Chandra Bose wala, and the Minister of Women's Affairs in the Azad Hind government. Azad Hind government is again the government that Subhash Chandra Bose's Azad Hind was created. And she was the Minister of Women's Affairs in that government. She is commonly referred to in India as Captain Dash. Okay, another way of referring to her is Captain Dash, which is a reference to her rank when she was taken a prisoner in Burma during the Second World War. Cut to decades later in 2002, 4 leftist parties nominated her as a candidate in the presidential elections of India. She was the sole opponent against APJ Abdul Kalam, who finally obviously emerged victorious. Who are we talking about?
I have no clue.
Are you passing to Vishal?
Captain Joshi.
No, Shivankit.
Leftist party. I'm just taking a wild guess. Is it Pratibha Patil?
No, Dev.
Captain Mukherjee.
No. So I am gonna do the classic initials wala hint, and let's see if we can crack from there. The initial is LS. Okay, her initials are LS, and we'll take a round starting whenever Biswa is ready.
Lakshmi Sen. I don't know why I'm even saying it.
Lakshmi what?
Sen Gupta.
Lakshmi Sengupta. Okay, I'll come back to you. Vishal.
Lakshmi Singh.
Shivankit.
The initials are LF.
LS.
S.
S for Shivankit.
Okay.
Sorry for the list.
There's no point of taking guess. I have no clue.
Yes, Dev.
Leela Sen Gupta.
No, not Leela Sen Gupta. Okay, no point going to the audience also, but I will give some points to Biswa for sure because he was actually also known as Captain Lakshmi, and he did get Lakshmi. And Lakshmi Sehgal is the famous INA fighter and also later presidential candidate. Lakshmi Sehgal. I want to give some points to Biswa also because I didn't give him anything for gold, and Lakshmi is technically correct. So I'm going to give him 2 points on this, okay, because it was
I will take.
anyway a 5-point question. So Biswa gets 2 points for getting Lakshmi. Okay. Had he said Lakshmi Sehgal, it would have been 5, just to clarify to the audience. Which means next direct will be Vishal. Okay. Vishal, this is your question. Chaussat Yogini Temple, which you see on your screen, is in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. Is one of the few such Yogini temples in the country, found by a circular wall with 64 chambers and an open mandapa in the center. Basically, I'm just describing the picture that you're seeing. But it is believed that this temple has a completely different contribution to an average Indian. Okay, apart from nothing to do with like Yogini or like anything else that is written above. What do you think is this temple's contribution in our life, or like just put funda, like why is this picture important? What is this picture or this temple doing in this quiz? It's a funda question.
Is it on the walls of this temple we discovered one?
No, Shivankit.
Can you please elaborate the question again?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. So चौसठ योगिनी टेम्पल is a temple in मध्य प्रदेश, ठीक है. और इसको जो फोटो में मैंने बेसिकली लेफ्ट में वही डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ कि सर्कुलर वॉल है, 64 चैम्बर है, बीच में मंडप है. बट बिग क्वेश्चन इज कि ये टेम्पल का इन चीजों के अलावा लाइक एज अ टेम्पल तो है ही है, देयर इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन दैट दिस टेम्पल हैज इन इंडिया. और ठीक है,
I think this temple is allowed average Indian to get married there.
मैरिड. नो नो. देव.
Is this picture of this temple on a currency note?
No. Going to Biswa.
Not on a currency note. Okay. Oh man, if it's not on a currency note.
Oh, dude. Sorry.
Just trying to put pressure. This one, relax. He doesn't know.
यार ये पोस्टल स्टैम्प में है ये.
No. Okay. We'll do one more round with 5 points, starting with Vishal. Hint for all of you is design. Okay. The design of the temple is very important. So have a look nicely.
Yeah.
And see where
Is it SBI logo?
not the SBI logo. Going to Shivanki.
Man.
Oh.
Look at the design and tell me what does this remind you of. वहीं से शायद आंसर आ जाएगा.
So is it the contribution only for people from MP or whole India? You saying?
Whole India. Like ये
Whole
design.
India.
Design is important. Design के direction में देखेंगे. Design of this temple का कुछ contribution है इंडिया में.
ये जो pillars हैं इसके ऊपर ये पानी की टंकी है. Is it the water harvesting thing?
अच्छा, no, nothing to do with water harvesting. Dev.
Oh.
Dude, is this the design for the parliament?
Beautiful answer. This is the design that inspired the Parliament House of India, India's Parliament. Parliament House is believed to be built on the model of this Chaussat Yogini temple. This you can see the comparison between the two. Good crack. Dev gets 5 points. Okay, Devaya Bopanna gets 5 points for Parliament House design, which means I move to Biswa for this direct. The picture in question on your screen is Mahatma Gandhi standing next to Lord Frederick William Pethick Lawrence. It was taken at the former Viceroy House, which is now Rashtrapati Bhavan, of course. Again, similar to the last question, this seemingly simple, normal photo has an importance in our daily life. What is the importance of this picture?
I think they were guessed the answer one question in advance. This is actually on the currency note.
This is actually on the currency note. Mahatma Gandhi's photo on currency note actually comes from this photo. Okay, that is the biggest contribution of this photograph. 10 points to Biswa there. Since the last answer was given by Biswa, which was the Indian currency note, Mahatma Gandhi's picture, this will be a direct question to Vishal. Vishal, this is your direct. I'm talking about a brand. Okay, this entity was created in 1744 by William Hollin and Company Limited. However, the brand came into Indian hands in the late 20th century. It was bought by Madura Garments in 1993. Though in 2001, its ownership changed and a big Indian conglomerate acquired the brand. In 2002, it became the first Indian brand to introduce work fashion for women. Okay. What brand are we talking about? This entity is actually very old, from 1744, but the brand came into Indian hands in late 20th century because Madura Garments bought it in 90s. 2001, again a big Indian conglomerate acquired this brand. Also in 2002, this became the first Indian brand to introduce work fashion for women. What brand?
Yeah.
Okay, Vishal.
Pass.
Passing to Shivankit.
देवया को पता है.
Is it coming home to Siaram?
Siaram, not Siaram. Dev?
Alan Solly.
Alan Solly is correct.
I worked on this brand for 2 years.
Alan Solly is correct. 10 points to Dev. Superb answer. Okay. Alan Solly is correct. Of all of these, like seemingly foreign brands, but are actually owned by
Bought Aditya Birla too.
Aditya Birla is the Indian conglomerate who bought it in 2001. Okay, with that we move to the last question, literally the last question of entire tournament. Since Devaya got Alan Solly, last question of the quiz, this will be Biswas direct. As per Hindu religious belief, Lord Krishna used to have 8 meals each day. Once, to save his village from the fury of Lord Indra, he lifted the Govardhan Parvat and remained there holding it for a week until Indra finally gave up. Later on, the villagers offered him food items to compensate for what he had missed in the entire week. This is the mythical reason behind which tradition in few areas of the country. Okay, according to our Hindu religious belief, Bhagwan Krishna used to have 8 meals each day. Once, we all know that Govardhan Parvat story where he had to save the village from the fury of Lord Indra. So he stood there for a week until finally Indra gave up, went back. And then the villagers offered him food items to compensate for what he had missed in the entire week. This story is the origin story for a tradition in the current day. What tradition are we talking about?
Chappan Bhog.
Chappan Bhog, beautiful answer. 8 meals into 7 days is 56. Chappan Bhog. 10 points to Biswa there for Chappan Bhog.
This I did not know. I just multiplied it by 7 actually.
Yeah. I figured. Yeah. Okay, cool. That brings us to the end of the grand finale of the first ever India Quiz edition. Let's look at the scores once. Okay, we're starting with Shivankit had 10 points in the first half, and then he got 2 5-pointers in the second half. He got Bandar, Operation Bandar, and also got
KGF I got.
Got KGF. So 5 each for Shivankit. So 10 plus 10, Shivankit ends on 20 points. Okay, but what a wonderful story again from quarterfinals to this, Shivankit, and the chat and my own perception of you as one of the best contestants. Because I always say, I was telling my friends yesterday that you are one of the most sincere and genuine participants I've had. The whole demeanor is
But
so.
I don't know why you think that way.
I do that because I've had very varied experiences when I've called new people to join this fraternity, and I'm saying this feedback basis a lot of context. I'm very happy to host
ये
you.
कोई मुझे सिंसियर पहली बार किसी ने लाइफ में बोला है इसलिए बात
Empowering में sincere करते हो यार शिवांकित.
हाँ
2020 to Shivankit, I moved to Devaya now. Devaya had 17 in the first half, had a relatively better second half. He got Aurangzeb 10 points there. He also got Parliament House Design 5 points there, I think, and he got Alan Solly 10 points. So he scored superb 25 points in the second half, and he ends up on 42, my favorite number of all time. And anyone who follows Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
Yeah.
you are a winner in that regard. You are the answer to life, universe, and everything. 42 to Devaya. Well done, well done. I moved to Vishal, who was leading after the first half, but did not have as good second half as his first half. He got 10 points on Vivekananda 1893 Chicago World Parliament of Religion Funda. And yeah, that's it. So 35 plus 10, Vishal ends as the runner-up of the entire India Quiz edition. Big round of applause to Vishal. Was very, very tight contest for a long time throughout the quiz. And which brings us to the last contestant. He had 28 after the first half, and then in the second half he got MRF 10 points, Inox 10 points, Lakshmi Sehgal 2 points, and then Indian Currency Note 10 points, and then again Chappan Bhog 10 points. So he got 42 in the second half, and 70 as total point, and hence I announce the winner of the India Quiz edition of Quizzing with the Comedian is Biswa Kalyan Rath.
Yo, 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 yo.
We have a new winner in Quizzing with the Comedians after Shaq, Joshi, Anirban, and now Biswa Kalyan Rath. Congratulations, buddy. Well done.
Thanks.
Well played. Well
What's the
played.
price?
Prize is my buddyship for life.
Yo, is there any price or just buddyship? Is it? Is just buddyship?
It is
Very disappointing.
buddyship is precious, buddy. Don't.
Buddy, I need 2 rupees. Can you give?
Buddy, I'll send. I'll WhatsApp you.
Okay, cool. Then we are okay. Because you have given me a damn. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Rohan Joshi and Ashish Chakya for not participating in this.
I think all of us, yeah. I think
All of us. I also
know-
want to thank
I know Rohan is watching right now, so
for
thanks, Rohan.
letting us enter the finals.
Know how
So
it feels
us-
to be
yeah.
a finalist.
So us muggles can have some fun.
Yeah, okay, that's one way to look at it. Okay, thank you so much for joining. See you all four of
Thank you
you.
guys.
Zoom call.
Bye bye bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
हाँ यूएस वीजा लग गया ठीक है मैं आ रहा हूँ इंडिया में जीत गया मैं